Okay, so I'm going to talk about Kahoot with you guys for just a second and show you how to use them. My students, I'm in 6th grade, and my students love Kahoot. I did a survey at the end of the semester, and the majority, I'd say about 3/4 of them were like, can we please do more Kahoot games? So I'm going to show you how to make your own Kahoot, what the students will see, and what for you to expect as you're playing and after. So we're going to start with going to, for you as a teacher, you're going to go to getkahoot.com. You're going to sign in or sign up. I've already signed in, so there's that. Anyways, it's going to pop up on the screen. There are So there are public Kahoots that you as a that you can go look at and find different people's Kahoots. I've yet to do this because I typically like to make my own since I know the content. But if you want to search people's Kahoots, you are more than welcome. There's interesting questions, support, and my Kahoots. So this is where you click to create a new Kahoot. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like before I show you how to create one. So let's see. I'm going to click on STEMS List 16. This is what it's going to look like. And for you, you can see this. There's 2 stems right here, Millie and Labor. They're going to have 4 choices, which are these. And I clicked the right one, 1,000. They're going to, I gave them 30 seconds for the second one, or for the first one, and 20 seconds for the second one. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, good. So this is what they're going to see on their screen. It takes a little bit to get hooked up to our Wi-Fi, but if your students have one-to-one computers or already hooked on the Wi-Fi, it works extremely well for them just to be able to pull up Kahoot and then enter the game pin. And the way they get the game pin is that they'll see, you'll have to show it on the board. I typically use my smartboard so I can tap it as we go, but I'm going to start us out. So it tells them to go ahead and get their phone and iPad and all of tablet, whatever it is that they have ready. So the game pin's right here. It's 309566. So that's the number that they're going to put in. And it's going to connect them. So the nickname goes right here, where I put in that. So it says I'm in. This is what they'll see. Sorry about that. So this is what they'll see on the board. So you see this name right here. You can click on it if it's a nickname that's inappropriate or you don't want it to be on there. You can click on it and it'll take it off immediately, and the student will be kicked out of the game. But you'll start seeing names pop up along this area, and this right here is all they will see until you start the game. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. So it tells us that we have 2 questions. It keeps the Kahoot game pin down there. So what is the meaning for the stem Millie? Okay, well, you see all of these. They have to choose the exact color, everything. This tells them the time, the answers, that kind of thing. So it tells me I got it correct. I had to choose the right shape, and I had to choose the right color. Millie meant 1,000. So this is a game that makes them really quick on what they have to know their content very well to be so quick and competitive. But it tells me that I got it correct. It'll tell them if they get it wrong. It keeps points, and it tells them what place they're in, so that students that do have a competitive nature love playing this game. Their points up here will also remain there, and the pin will remain there. But this is what they'll see on their screen. This is what you see on your screen. And it'll show you how many chose the correct answer, how many didn't choose. Now, if you put a picture up, which I didn't with this one, but you can download a picture and put it up there if it correlates. You can even do a video, and I'll show you in a second how to do that. But anyways, this is basically it. So I'm going to click next, and it's going to pull up a scoreboard and tell them where, if there were other students in here and not just me playing it at this point, there would be several students listed right here, and the winner would be on the top. So I typically do candy or some kind of reward for the winner, and they love it. So what is this meaning for the STEM labor? So it's work, and it's pink, and it's a triangle. This is what they see. So I got 869 points. I'm still in first place, obviously, but so far I've got 1,689 points. So let's see. It shows you who got it right, or how many people got it right. It doesn't tell you who got it right. It does for you, but for this is what your class will see, and so they don't see that. So still in first place. So it's going to tell you the top score, and it tells you how many they get correct and how many they get incorrect. Feedback and results. You can click on that, and your students can rate this. So if they like it, then they can give you their own rating. Okay, so then you can save the results and go back and look at them once class is ended or whenever you need to. You can play again. You can create a new game. You can go back to your rating, that kind of thing. So how do you rate this Kahoot? This is what your students are going to see. So I'm going to say 5. Did you learn something? Do you recommend it? And tell us how you feel. And it basically just tells them they're done. So they can share their score. And what's really neat is if your class has a Twitter page, this gives total bragging rights over the Twitter page. So students love that. Anyways, we're going to go to, to create one. You can do a discussion or survey. Those typically, if your students don't have one-to-one devices every day, I don't necessarily recommend doing one discussion or one survey, because it takes time to hook up everything, get everyone on where they need to be and the page that they need to be on. But if your students have one-to-one devices and they're already logged on the Wi-Fi, they can just go to Kahoot.it, and they can just put in the PIN number, then that would be a great warm-up or a great exit ticket, that kind of thing. But for me, I have yet to use I've used the survey and I only did one question, but they were kind of depressed that I didn't have more than just that for them. So I typically like to spend at least 20 minutes on a Kahoot. We typically do them with STEM's review. Anyways, I'm going to show you how to create a quiz, which is what we just participated in. So let's see, STEM's 2. So the question right here, you can still edit the title if you need to. And this is what I was telling you about the image and video. If you want to upload a video or an image, you can. You just click choose file. So what I'm going to do is type out STEM bio sample word biography, and I make them guess at the meaning. Points question, you can make it no points, but I typically like to do points because my students are super competitive. For the first few questions, I give them 120 seconds. But if you think that's too long, you can always give them 120 seconds, and then when the last person answers the question, it immediately goes on. So there's that. So bio means life. Let's just put in some crazy things. Right. And fun. So you can put in a fourth one if you want, or you can take it away. You can have down to 2 answers. That's up to you. But you need to click the correct answer so that it will tell them. So you can go down here. You can add another question if you want to make it multiple questions, as the other one was. You saw that I had 2 questions. But I created that one just for this video. So you can go to add question. You can duplicate the question if you want them to answer it again. Maybe that's something that you want to do with it. To assess the beginning of the lesson, assess at the end of the lesson. That would be a great way to do that. You can cancel out of it, delete a question. We don't have enough questions to delete, but you can delete a question, or you can click save and continue. I'm going to do that. This right here just kind of puts out there for you. I think it was a pretty easy level, so I'm going to do that. You can make it private if you want. You have to choose this. So if you go down here and just click save and continue automatically, it's not going to let you go on. You have to choose what your audience is. You can tag it for people to see it up here. If they search the tag that you happen to put in right here, it may pop up in the public. This is good for ELA students because you can put it in different languages, which is really nice. But we're going to stick with English for the time being. Save and continue. And then it's going to let you overview it again. You can do a cover page if you want. And done. So now you can preview it, play it, or edit it. You can share your Kahoot. As I was saying earlier, if your classroom has a Twitter page, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe share this onto Twitter and have them, or your Google Plus page, or the emails if you have like a mass email. But it wouldn't hurt to go in and share the link that way. All they have to do is go to the Twitter page if they're used to that and click on it, and it'll take them directly to the game pin login. So basically, that's just about it for Kahoot. Students love it. It's just a competitive game, and for the teachers that are curious about electronic devices, what if every student doesn't have an electronic device? Don't worry about that. I have a lot of students. I'll normally warn them the day before and tell them, hey, we're going to do Kahoot tomorrow. Bring in your cell phones, bring in your tablet, anything that accesses the internet. I bring in my iPad and my phone. We have a classroom computer, so I let them. There's 3 devices right there that I can let them use. But I typically, for the ones that don't have devices of their own, because not everyone has a cell phone, obviously, I let them group up and partner up. And sometimes I'll assign them, and sometimes I'll let them choose. But this game is just such a fast-paced game that honestly, they don't really have time to get distracted if they're into it. And I've yet to have an issue with my students not being into it. So, with that being said, we are done with this video.